Hi, this is Scott Anderson. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer from Intermedia, and I'm here with Cameron Stallman from Royal Upholstery. Hey, Cameron.
Hi there. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. So tell me about your company.
We're called Royal Upholstery and Distribution. We're located in Spokane, Washington. We're a small, multi-generational, family-owned and woman-owned business. We've been in business since 1957.
Okay, and what's your role in the company?
I'm the assistant purchaser slash database manager. I helped with the website and with their inventory software, and then also with the phone systems with you guys with Intermedia.
Okay, fair enough. And so on the phone side, so what types of phone systems did you have in the past?
We had a standard phone system that went through, the regular phone lines. That system was probably 20 years old before we switched over to Intermedia. There was actually only one guy in Spokane who remembered how to program those phones from way back when, and so we were definitely getting to a point where if he moved on to something else, we would have been not in a good place. So it was definitely a time for an upgrade.
Talk about a little bit about COVID and what happened there.
A lot of us were working from home, myself included, and there really was no way for us to participate in the business goings-on remotely. You got us all set up so that we could use your software at home. We could answer phone calls at home. We could conference from home and chat with each other. It was all the perfect timing, I feel, to just help us keep our business going.
Do you know the criteria used to make the selection?
It was the price, I think, for the hardware was pretty unbeatable. And then I don't think there was any additional costs, for the software that we could put on all the computers. I mean, I think there's a monthly fee involved in that, but overall, if you're talking about productivity, it's worth the money.
And then of the products that we offer, the phone and the mobile app and the desktop app, which is on the computer. So you mentioned a little bit about what you use, but do you mostly go through the phone? Do you guys now use the soft phone through the computer? How do you use the Intermedia platform?
I use the click-to-call all the time. What's really nice about the software being on the computer and us using our inventory software is, if a number is highlighted, we can just click on it and it'll immediately start dialing that phone number. And then being able to see voicemail transcripts or just even listen to your voicemails there's like a visual, interface that you can play around with, where you're not having to dial in, and remember a 4 or 5 digit number to check your voicemail all the time, and then having to press 2 to delete, press 1 for this. You can kind of just take care of it all in the Intermedia interface there. And then the other cool thing is the chat. We can chat with the entire office or just with particular people.
Were there any things that you went, I didn't know this was here? It's cool.
Yeah, well, actually the app for iPhone and Android, I was completely blown away by that. I think that was probably the biggest surprise for me, was how efficient the app was, just right out of the box.
How about the setup? How easy was the setup and the installation?
But what was really cool about Intermedia is your guys' support. Those guys are able to respond in the same day, and they've always answered all of my questions completely and been able to guide me through the whole process. For example, setting up the auto attendant, which is a really cool feature that Intermedia has, where you can have a list of options for people to choose from, or they can, if they know the extension of the person they're trying to reach, they can dial that in. And I think we've gotten over the learning curve, and I've been able to set up, new employees, get rid of old employees with no problem. So.
How about the results? So now you've got the phone in, you don't have the old phone with the one person who supports it. Any feedback from the business on the results based on the new phone system?
Yeah, well, it was a lifesaver. We had like I said earlier, multiple employees, including myself, working from home. Without that piece, it would have been a skeleton crew here. I doubt we would have been able to keep our doors open even. Being able to keep our doors open, keep making face masks, which is what we were doing in the meantime, to stay open as an essential business during all of that. And then being able to keep people employed. I mean, you can't put a dollar amount on that, So if somebody is able to work when everybody else is not able to, that means their livelihood, right? That's how you put the food on the table. So, I mean, we're just super grateful that we found you guys at the time that we did, because it affected everybody here in the building.
Tell me more about the making the face masks.
We were selling masks to people all over the country, and those people were, and we didn't even charge most people. So if they wanted, it was by donation. So if they wanted to give us some money so that we could continue making masks, that was awesome. And we would use that to buy materials to keep the guys in the shop working. But if they didn't have the money, just take the masks. Here, we'll give you a bag of masks. We don't care. We're just trying to help.
That's a great story. That's a very cool story. Oh, I like that. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for taking the time with us today, and thank you for being an Intermedia customer.
Of course. Thank you for having me.